Aloha kako, I'm Keho Nani, and this is a video presentation from my Botany 130 class, where we were tasked with finding plant suggestions for two organizations, one of which was Kikioka Aina. I did not have the privilege of attending that field trip, so this video is dedicated to the suggestions for Hanakehau, our second excursion, where I had the opportunity and privilege to sit down and listen to Andre Perez and his beautiful wife Camille speak of their mission and vision for this space, which was to create that cultural space for those who visit to experience culture and tradition, and to also elevate consciousness. It is through their mission and vision that I derived my title for both this video presentation and my essay, which is Varieties of Consciousness, a return to Haloa through Aina-based discussion and cultivation. Mahalo to my daughter, who is in the background, helping me. This also brings me to my very first suggestion, which is probably what I'm going to spend the most time on, and that is kalo. So through our genealogy, our mo'oku auhau, we find ourselves directly connected to Aina. It is through one particular cosmogony that this relationship, this familial relationship, is created. And I'm going to run through it real briefly. So in this cosmogony, Wakea, our sky father, and Papahanaumoku, our earth mother, give birth to the islands, but more important, they give birth to Ho'ohoku Kalani, who is the progenitor of the stars. Through Ni'aupio meeting, Ho'ohoku Kalani and Wakea have a son, Haloanaka Lau Kapalili, who is born as stillborn. He is placed into the earth and outgrows the first kalo. They have a second child. His name is Haloa. He's named after Haloa Nakalau Kapalili. He's named after the Hiapo, the firstborn, and he is man. So Haloa is the elder. He is our older sibling, and through this relationship, this familial relationship, we understand our connection to Aina and the Akua and our Kuleana to maintain and steward that which feeds. So this reciprocal relationship is created through this mo'oku auhau, through this genealogy, and allows us the understanding that we have that responsibility to reciprocate the care that Aina gives us. So kalo being my first suggestion, particularly the ka'i variety, which according to Kumu was traditionally grown in the space where Hanakehau rests, and it is identified by its reddish brown ha or perio, and the corm is the part that is boiled and pounded into pa'i'ai. From what I've read, this particular variety, it's a little bit more difficult after it is boiled to pound into pa'i'ai, but according to Anakala Jerry Konanui, it provides one of the most ono mea'ai that you will find. So a little bit of the anatomy. We have the corm I spoke of, which is the part that is boiled and pounded out. Then we have the oha, which is the keiki, attached to the makua, the parent plant. And this particular variety, from what I've read, can produce 5 to 10 oha. We have the ha, which is the perio, attached at the pico of the lau. And, my daughter just handed me this. We had a little art project where we created a kalo with the oha attached to it, attached to the corm, the perio, and the lau. We thought it was cute. And the kalo is a Polynesian introduced plant. It had many uses. It could be used in its entirety. When I make lau lau, I use the ha. I use everything because I was taught by my tutukane that waste nothing. If there is excess, you always give it back to Aina. You don't ever kiloi that baga into the rubbish can. You make sure that it is given back to be reused and recycled. It was the staple food of Hawaii, and this brings me to my next plant suggestion, which is uala. And the reason why the next few plants I'm suggesting are in this video is because they are kinolau of Lono. Lono is the akua of fertility, peace, and abundance. And they are also phallic symbols because they symbolize and represent fertility. So the uala is probably one of the very first propagations that we did in class, and we learned that they are planted in mounds about 1 foot apart, and they grow best when neglected. So the more you neglect them, the better they thrive. My next plant is the kukui, also a kinolau of Lono. It had many uses. It's also Polynesian introduced. It was used in its entirety. The oil was used for lighting. The sap was used medicinally. The parent or the makua would chew it up and then put it in the mouth of the keiki to alleviate any sores that they had in the mouth. It was also used, you could derive or extract a dye from it, which was used for kapa decoration and also tattooing. Next plant is the gourd, the ipu, which was used for Hawaiian implements. It is also another phallic symbol, a symbol of Lono, a kinolau of Lono. And last, because I believe I'm running out of time, is hapu'u. Now hapu'u is normally grown, or its environment is in a mesic environment, but it was also used, and the reason why I'm including this is because it was used in times of famine, and I thought that that would be a good discussion point if grown in this area. It is also a kinolau of Lono. So I hope I provided decent suggestions. I really want to mahalo you folks for creating this space for generations to come, so that they might have the opportunity to have open discussion about either past or contemporary political issues, just getting themselves into the aina to experience and to reconnect and to bring forth the memory that has nearly been eradicated by history and through indoctrination processes. Mahalo, mahalo, mahalo for all that you folks do and continue to do and will do for us in the future. Ahui ho.